Assalamu alaikum everyone. This tutorial is about how the seasons are formed. Have you ever wondered that why is it hot in the tropics and cold at the poles? Basically, it is due to the shape of the earth. On this line of equator, the sun throws its direct sunlight. That is why it is hot throughout the year. And due to the curve towards the north and the north and the south pole do not get the direct sunlight, and the intensity of the sunlight is very low on these areas. Okay, so for getting an idea about how the seasons are formed, we need to understand about three terms. We need to know what is overhead sun, what are equinoxes, and what are solstices. So let's discuss one by one. What is an overhead sun? Overhead sun means when the sun makes a 90-degree angle with the earth. It means a midday sun is striking its rays on the earth at an angle of 90 degree. Okay, so this is called the overhead sun. Now let's discover when is the time when there is a overhead sun on the earth.
Okay, now before going to understand about the solstice and equinoxes, we need to understand that the northern and the southern hemisphere of the earth always receives the different seasons, opposite season. For example, if there is summer in the northern hemisphere, then it will be winter in the southern hemisphere. Okay, for example, at this point it is summers in the southern hemisphere, and it is winter in the northern hemisphere. So it will always be opposite. If there is a spring season on the northern hemisphere, then it will be the fall, maybe autumn season on the southern hemisphere. Okay, let's discuss about first of all discuss about the solstice. What does the solstice mean? Solstice means when the sun stands still at some specific point on the earth. You can see here in this diagram. In this diagram, the overhead sun means when the sun is putting its direct rays at some point on the earth. The overhead sun is on the Tropic of Cancer. It means the Tropic of Cancer, this part in the northern hemisphere, is facing the most of the sunlight. So what will be the result? The result will be that there will be summer in the northern hemisphere, and this point will be on 21st of June or maybe 22nd of June in a year. This day will be called the longest day of the year. In our daily life, you might have experienced people saying that 22nd June or maybe 21st June, it's longest day, it's the hottest day. Why? Because the sun is making a 90-degree angle at this point. And you know that Pakistan exists on the line of Tropic of Cancer. So that is why on 21st of June, we experience the summer season. Okay? And the second interesting thing is the people living in the Arctic Circle and in the Antarctic Circle, the North and the South Pole. The North Pole will have 24 hours of daylight, and the South Pole will have 24 hours of night time. So that is why both of the poles experience 6 months winter and 6 months summer. Now here comes the next part of solstice, when after 6 months the earth's direction will be like this. Now the part of the earth which will be getting the overhead sun rays, the direct sun rays, that will be the Tropic of Capricorn. I have already told you the lines of latitude. This is the Tropic of Capricorn, and this part will be getting the most of the sun rays. So at this time of this on the earth, the northern hemisphere will have the winter season, and the southern hemisphere will have the summer season. And as we live on the tropic of Cancer, the Pakistan is on the tropic of Cancer, so Pakistan will be having the winter season, and it will be the shortest day of the year, that is 21st December. You are already familiar with this, that 21st December is the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. And if we talk about the north and south poles, then the north pole will experience the 24 hours night time, okay, and the south pole will experience 24 hours daytime. So this is the two types of solstice which we experience throughout the year. This one is the 21st June, that is known as the summer solstice on the tropic of Cancer, and this is the 21st December winter solstice, that is on the tropic of Cancer. And in both of the case, both of the hemisphere will be having the opposite seasons, as I have explained to you already, okay. Now here comes the last and the third term in learning about the seasons, that is equinox, okay. So what does equinox mean? Equinox means the equal days and equal nights, okay. It means equal nights. So how are the nights equal? It is due to the rays of the sun that are even throughout the earth, okay. The sun rays are even throughout the sun, and the sun is making throughout the earth, and the sun is making the direct angle on the equator. So the equatorial part will get the direct sun rays, and it will be hottest as usual, and the part of the Arctic Circle and North Pole and Arctic Circle in the South Pole, it will have a normal amount of sun rays, but overall the intensity will be low at the north and south pole, but overall the sun rays will be even throughout the earth. And this is the season which is experienced in the month of March and in the month of September. Basically it is experienced on 21st or maybe 22nd March and 21st and 22nd September. So when it comes the time for the spring in Pakistan, it means that you can experience this in 21st March. We are on tropic of Cancer, so on the 21st of March in the northern hemisphere, this time will mark the end of winter season and the beginning of summer seasons, okay. And on the southern hemisphere, it will be vice versa. It will be when 21st March will be here on the tropic of Capricorn. It means that it will be the end of the winter season, and it will be the end of summer season and will be the beginning of the winter season, okay. So when it comes to the you can see here in this picture, see the amount of the sun rays will be equal. This time is the spring time, when earth is going to move here, and this is going to start the summer season. And when the earth comes at this point, it means this is 21st or 22nd of September, and this time the earth in the northern hemisphere, the season is going to be the winter, and in the southern hemisphere the season is going to be summer, because when the earth will come here, the sun will be putting its direct rays on the tropic of Capricorn. You can see here in this picture, see this is the winter time in the I'm just talking about the northern hemisphere. The sun is putting the direct rays on the tropic of Capricorn, so it's winter in the northern hemisphere. When the earth will come here, it will be spring season. It means it is marking the starting of summer season. And when the earth rotation will come after almost 3 to 4 months will come here, then it will be summer seasons in the tropic of Cancer, because the sun will be making a direct angle on the tropic of Cancer. When after the sun earth will come here, it will be the sun will again put the equal amount of sunrise on throughout the earth, because due to the position of the earth, and it will be the autumn season, and it will mark the beginning of the winter season on the northern hemisphere, and it all will be opposite in the southern hemisphere, okay. So this is all about the solstice and equinoxes and the seasons. How do the seasons form? I hope the idea is clear to you, all of you now. And if you still have any comment, any query, please do write in the comment section. Thank you so much.